Okay, seasoning the salmon. I usually use salt and pepper, but this time we bought this dry rub. I'm gonna try it just to see how it is. So I love the second one as the regular salt and pepper or steak seasoning. As you wish, you can pick whatever seasoning you like. You can keep it simple, salt and pepper, or you put seasoning, whatever. So I'm trying this dry rub. We'll see, we'll experience it. I always like to finish it with the fresh pepper. You can even add some hot spices if you want, so it can cook with hot spices, but it's up to you guys. So I'll let it rest for a couple of minutes, maybe for 10 minutes, 20 minutes, and then after we'll sear it in a pan. So I put little just butter, so in this case later we can sear the salmon in this. At the same time I pick boiling some potatoes, fresh potatoes. I picked golden potato, but you can pick whatever you have at home. Normally for 2 plates, boil around like 5 to 7 small potatoes, but you adjust the quantity as you want. So salmon with garlic, you can just pick 2 cloves and then it should be fine. But I add normally while frying or cooking the salmon on the pan, I add like 2 cloves of. I usually add some garlic for the salmon while cooking it, just to give it a little taste and a little spicy. But you can pick whatever you want. If you have thyme, if you have garlic, you can add salt, pepper to the butter, but whatever you prefer, whatever you have in the fridge. So it's really important not to cut the garlic too small, as they're gonna cook fast and then they might burn and give a little bitterness taste. So it's really important, just smash them, don't cut them too small. One trick you could use is you can just use the back of your knife just to smash them. So in this case they all stay big slice and they don't burn. At the same time the garlic could just open so it can release the flavors of the garlic and the butter. The garlic, you see, I just make them little open. You can smash them with the back, with the side of your knife, whatever you prefer. And then I add it, so in this case the butter is infused with the garlic flavors. In there, you could add whatever spices you want. You can add coriander, you can add pepper, whatever spices you have. I usually like mine, I add little pinch of pepper. Even you can add spices like hot pepper or anything you have in the fridge, or you prefer you like with your salmon, you can just add it there. So in this case it can be infused and the salmon pick these flavors while cooking it. Potatoes using a fork. So just pinch them with a fork and see if they are soft. So yeah, they are really soft. So that's it. It's good to go. So let it maybe move it on the side and let it just rest a little. Now it's time to cook the salmon. I usually set the fire on 4, but just make sure medium heat is sufficient. So it's important first let the butter melt. Let it cook little with the garlic. So in this case the butter has that flavor from the garlic and the pepper you just added. And again, you can add whatever spices you like with your salmon. I like to keep it just simple: garlic, salt, pepper, little rub flavor, whatever you have at home. You don't need just to buy specific spices, in order for your salmon to be like flavor, to be good. You can use whatever you have. So I like little, you see the garlic just to cook little. On medium heat. important to just start your salmon, just put it on the skin down for the first time. Let it cook little. And then base it with the butter that has that garlic flavor. Normally each side is around 3 to 4 minutes on each side, and it should be cooked. You know how, if it's cooked properly, you can monitor this side. Once it starts to do the white, like it's white from here, means it's cooked properly. That's it. Because you want to avoid that your salmon is overcooked. I like always when I cook to put the tissue here, especially when I'm cooking salmon, so in this case oil or butter doesn't splash here, and it's easier later to clean, you know. But up to whatever you prefer. It's important to baste it, and this is the salmon stay juicy. So I'm gonna now flip it on the other side. I usually don't like the skin, so I usually take it off. But it's up to you guys. If you like the skin, I suggest just keep it. Make sure it's cooked a little more. So in this case, it's the flavor. It's crispy, but it's whatever you prefer. Adjusted the skin, you know. Just peel it little, and then using your hand you just peel it the rest. I'm gonna use the same spices as I used on the other side. We'll cook on each side around 3 minutes, 4 minutes. So I'll keep it to a couple of minutes on this side, and then afterwards put it on the other, and then we finish with lime at the end. And also at the same time it can take the flavor from the spices and the garlic we just added. I'll flip it one more time, and then I'll add the end one more time. You can see all this crunchiness and flavors. So, finished. I'll just turn it off, let it rest a little. Couple of minutes to rest, and then after you can roll plate it. So for the potatoes, I mean, I told you guys before it finished. So usually what I do, I just mix it little with cold water, so in this case it's easy to peel. So at least I can touch it. No need to fill it all up, you know. I want the potato to be cold. So I just add little cold water just to warm the water little, so I can just peel the skin and then mash them after. And you see, so because I added the cold water, it's easy for me to just peel the skin. You can use a spoon, you can use a fork, whatever you guys prefer. We finished the skin. I peeled all the skin. I usually add 2 spoons of butter, pepper, and then salt. Just make sure if you're adding butter and your butter has salt, just make sure to balance that and not to over put salt. And now we'll just mash them. I can just get the fork. Okay, mash everything, and then mix it. Guys, time to plate. We'll put our mashed potatoes. Same for here. Okay. You could add bread crumbs. Even you could add cheese and let the cheese melt from the heat from the potato, but it's each one whatever you prefer. And add the salmon. Okay. I like usually to finish my salmon with little lime on top, but each one to his preference. Okay, bon appetit. Simple dish, whatever we had in the fridge, we make it. It took us what, 15 minutes, 20 minutes? And a healthy dish. Bon appetit.